just waiting to get some more people in chat. Yeah, thanks. We're gonna wait until we have a few more people, hopefully, so a couple of minutes. Might as well register. Alright, so I'm playing this version of the Epic Storm. Um, so I really have been liking Defense Grid. I know that not everybody is high on it. I think the synergy between this card and Echo Eons is really good. I think that that is one of the primary reasons to play Defense Grid, and it really helps make Echo a real card, especially against the blue decks. So let's hop into match one. Thanks for the follow, Daniel Darius. First one of the night. Hopefully most people aren't too burnt out from playing the PTQ today. So we get some opponents. Thanks, Tom, for the follow. Here we go. So, I guess... Oh, there we go. Alright, how are we looking? Oh, this is way too wide. There we go. Alright. Oh, this hand's gross. We have too many lands, and our hand doesn't really do anything. So, I think I'm gonna send this one back, and we're gonna get a better one. Especially with London. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna bottom one of these Mox Opals. Because two of them is not as good. And this brainstorm will probably determine where we go with our plan. And we are on the draw, and our opponent has mulligan to 5. So that makes me really want to cast this turn 1 Thoughtseize. Ooh. Interesting. Alright, so maybe this Thoughtseize doesn't actually do anything. Because they have a Bog in hand, and that's about it for right now. So I'm just going to pass and hold up this Brainstorm. Because that's probably better than anything our opponent's doing. Yeah, this definitely looks like lands. Yeah. Or it's the Naya Loam deck. So, either way, this should go pretty well. Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna sit on this Brainstorm. This Thoughtseize isn't really doing anything. This Empty probably isn't great either in this matchup. I still haven't found a Wasteland, which is good. So hopefully we get to shuffle away some of the nonsense in our hand. All right, well that's another piece of mana, so it brings us to 4. So I'm gonna put back the empty and one of these Thoughtseizes. Not that Thoughtseize is really great for us. One of them's getting pitched to Chromox, so. Well, they have bad cards in their deck, so, you know. Yeah, I agree. It's definitely a lands deck that's built to win in 2019. I mean, lands, red, green, loam, what's the difference? So, I mean, if they're just loaming over and over again, I'm okay with that. Them hitting Wasteland here is actually pretty gross. Um, so this probably needs to fetch basic Swamp, and then hopefully we draw another artifact to turn on Opal. Yeah, that's fine. Um, yeah, we're gonna get wasted here. Yep. All right, let's find the basic Swamp. All right, that's a magic card. So this is 6 mana still. Um, yeah. So this is 6. So it still doesn't really do anything. And again, casting this Thoughtseize still doesn't really do anything. So they have Bog and a couple lands that don't matter. Is their hand? They dredge again. I wonder if they think that we're a fair deck. That'd be funny. Oh, sorry. That should be gone now. All right, opponent. Cool. All right, any mana on top of our deck, and this is great. Even if we draw a blue card, I'm just going to play out all the artifacts, um, which hopefully they don't have like an abrupt decay or something silly like that. So what's this? This is just loam again. Sure, that's fine. Mana. That is mana. It's ad nauseum time. Yep. Alright, here we go. Alright, Dark Ritual, Mox Opal's great. Oh, that empty's not as good. Alright, Petal's really good. Tutor does it. We don't need to do it anymore. Alright, let's play this Petal, play this Opal, keep the right one, make a red, cast these Ray of Flames. Play out our LED. Make sure to actually hold control. Correct this for a color. And they are dead. Alright, so our opponent performed almost no relevant game actions game 1, but we'll see what happens now. So we're going to take out Grids and Ponders for Chain of Vapors and Crashes. Thoughtseize is weird, so I might actually take out Thoughtseizes over Ponders. Let's think. Yeah, running 6 is not particularly good against the nonsense we're doing. So they'll probably have Veil of Summers post board, which Thoughtseize is good at forcing out. Um, they'll probably also have lock pieces as well. I imagine. I haven't seen any of the lists, so I don't know off the top of my head. Uh, but um, I don't know if they have lock pieces, so I'm going to hedge against them having them and kind of board like this. We're going to submit. We are on the draw. Yeah. Yeah, that might make sense. My thought is that if they're just doing this loam thing over again, the discard's going to be dead all game. Okay. I don't know if... Well, this hand's great. Two answers, and if we draw any artifact, it's great. Yeah, look at him, it's fine. Do we just win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, no, we don't win. We're pretty close. Yeah, that's what I'm playing around. Yeah, so probably if there's a game 3, I'm going to bring in the Thoughtseize. Uh, Interesting. So they probably just drew the diamond. So I wonder what their hand is. Gross. Alright, well, if there wasn't a Thalia on the table, that'd be pretty good. So I'm going to play out a bunch of our artifacts. Um, so that we can just go off next turn through the Thalia. Um, we're going to pitch Crash, because, yeah. Let's see, so if we play the Petal, we can bounce their Thalia on the end of their turn. Um, which is fine. Or no, we can't do that, but yeah, so we can filter into Opal next turn. This is awkward, but it's fine. We'll take 3 here. That's fast. So hopefully they don't have Veil, because that'd be awkward to get our Chain of Vapor countered. Alright, Brainstorm's not bad. So we're gonna play our Opal. And then bounce the Thalia on their end of turn. And then hopefully untap and do something relevant. Yeah, Pro Blue is kind of relevant. Although they might just save it because they might not. Because they might be thinking black, but counting on an opponent to misplay is bad. Sure. You can start putting together your 2020. Or do that. Okay. That's fine. Okay. That's a clock. Alright, end of turn. Hopefully they don't have Veil. Yeah, I don't understand their line. That I don't understand getting Bog here. That doesn't make sense. Yeah, I don't think they have a Tabernacle. It'll be interesting to see if they bounce our Chromox here. I think that they probably will, which is fine because it gives us more storm, even though it's less mana. Um, but yeah, their line makes no sense. That's fine. Maybe they just wanted a bigger knight, but also like you could get any other land in the deck besides Bog. Like I don't understand why they're getting Bog. Okay, so they're bouncing our Mox, and we're not gonna sacrifice a land. All right, third Rite of Flame is pretty good. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we're pretty free just to wish for. Yeah, exactly. Like we could be at 2 less life right now, which would be pretty relevant because we're probably gonna Ad Nauseam because it's pretty free to do that. We have double black, right? And red. Yeah, black, black. All right, cool. They're gonna get super punished for their play last turn, I think. Um, I mean, unless they have another Bog in their deck, which would be kind of hilarious. No. All right. And we have a land drop. We need 8 mana. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so we're 1 mana short. Oh, that's bad. Okay, doesn't matter. Yeah, I just thought about that. Um, so I guess the other option is I just like make. I cracked for the wrong color too. All right. So I don't think they have it. I think that they would have um, stopped us from bouncing their Thalia. So yeah. All right. Yeah. But yeah, you're definitely right. I should have kept going there in case they did make the interesting play to not prevent their Thalia from getting bounced. So yeah, yeah. I don't think anything about their play on that turn made sense. Like I feel like they kind of punted that turn and just like kind of gave it away. But yeah, they also might be new to the deck and like definitely with that many tutors, it's not intuitive and not easy. So man, I want to keep this hand, but it's not good. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this hand keepable? It's like basically a 6, but we pitch one of our cantrips to the Chrome Mox. Yeah. This is so much better. Let's dish this defense grid. We're on the draw. Because I can't win a die roll to save my life. Basic Island Ponder. That's a nice looking ponder. So we could empty, but I don't think that that's worth it because we're just gonna get stuffed by a forcible and then feel really bad when we have this Thoughtseize in our hand. But maybe we'll just draw more mana and it'll be okay. So like any mana besides Chrome Mox or land is great. Granted, given how long they're thinking about this ponder, it could just be the mirror. Yeah, also would get stuffed by days. So they chose to shuffle. Dark Ritual. Gross. Um, so I think there's potential for this to be the mirror, but I don't think you YOLO this. Really? We have this card and we just pass the turn, do it again next turn. All right, let's find the swamp because we don't care about any other colors. Yeah. All right, Stoneblade. All right, I am doubly glad that we didn't go for that. Um, for a couple of reasons. Because they also got one of those. Granted, they don't have any lands, so they're probably brainstorming looking for lands here because they shuffled. Oh, they just drew one off the top. Lucky them. Um, so we currently cannot beat a Spell Pierce, but that's fine. This is end of turn brainstorm. That's fine. They got these two dead cards that they're gonna ship, so this brainstorm's really good. Gross. Nice ancestral. This probably fetches a plains, and then they play land, tap out for Stoneforge, or play Stoneforge to hold up Spell Pierce. Yep. Get Better Skull. These cards aren't in their hand anymore. Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna Mox pitching Ponder or pitching Brainstorm, I think, because our hand is already really good. Uh, be hilarious if they Spell Pierce this. Oh, please Spell Pierce this. Oh man, they're gonna Spell Pierce this, guys. Do it. You know you want to. Oh, they Spell Pierced it. All right, so the issue is I don't think we can make enough goblins to actually beat the Batter Skull, right? Because that's how the math works. Um, yeah, because I think we need like 18 goblins, which 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, we make 14. So I'm tempted to pedal Brainstorm here to see if we can keep going. Because if this Brainstorm finds a land, then that's good. Or we're just very screwed. This is bad. Basic Swamp. Maybe I should have pondered there. I think that's kind of rough. Here's the batter skull. We still have one more bad card on top of our deck, which is the Ponder. I don't think we're winning this game. I guess in hindsight, casting Ponder would have been better because we could have shuffled that. Because we're mostly just looking for a land to keep going. But, um, so they'll be at 26. And they chose not to shuffle with their Ponder, so we're probably not winning this game. Okay, that's fine. That doesn't matter. Sure. Alright. So they have 5 damage on board. Um, so this is probably our window here. So we can choose to add from 6. Can't tendrils them. Or we can echo. So I suppose the other option is cast Burning Wish for Duress and then go for it next turn with Infernal Tutor, which feels rough because we then have to draw another initial mana source off the top. So I think I'm just going to cast Ponder here and then go to 1 and then see what we can do next turn. I mean, they go to 30, but it's not great anyway. So the Badlands is pretty good. Second Burning Wish is interesting. Yeah, Badlands is actually great here, so we're going to stack it like that. Play Badlands. Oh no, we can't play Badlands. Never mind. So we're going to pass the turn. And then go to 1. Sure, you can draw a card. They probably have a hand of like infinite counter magic, but we're gonna make an attempt here. Start with a Rite of Flame. You can brainstorm, that's fine. Helping us with the storm count. Okay, that's very good. We're gonna make this Burning Wish look a lot more threatening than it actually is. So this should draw counter magic at this point. If it resolves, there's a question what it gets, which is either Duress or Echo of Eons. So I think I'm going to start with Duress just to see what they have. Uh, them brainstorming during the turn is interesting, but and even if we get to resolve the Echo, there's no guarantee of winning because they probably have Spell Pierces and probably 5 Forces, so they're like very likely to have a Force of Will. So, and we can't cast Thoughtseize anymore because we're at 1, so that's bad. They definitely have a Force. The question is how many do they have? The fact that they're thinking this long makes me think that they have like uh, maybe one piece of interaction. All right, so they're forcing this. Force pitch true name. Okay, that's fine. Only need 14 storm now. So the question is, so we have 7, 10 mana. So we have 10 mana. So now we could wish for Echo, tutor for uh, something, which I kind of like. Or we could wish for Duress and then put the Duress in the deck when we, or no, we didn't wish for Echo. That's what's happening here. Yes, I would like to. Take my Echo of Eons. Cast my Lion's Eye Diamond. Be interesting if they force this. If they force this, this game's over. I'm just going to concede. They might have that too. Um, the question is what does this tutor get? It could definitely get Ponder. Or I was kind of thinking of just getting like another LED to cast to play so that we have it post Echo, so we have more mana post Echo. If they have second force, that's fine. Spell Pierce. Is this worth paying for? Yeah, I agree. I don't know if I pay with 2 blue. Um, I think I pay with a red too. Um, because the blue mana is going to be more valuable post Echo. Oh, that Spell Pierce was actually sick because I could have gotten Defense Grid. Um, yeah, Defense Grid, and then that would have been great. Uh, so Storm is 10. We're going to grab Lion's Eye Diamond. Right, there's nothing better to get in the deck. Because we have 5 mana. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to play this Lion's Eye Diamond. And then there's a question of how to echo. So this is. Yeah, yeah. That was a really good spell pierce by our opponent. Um, there's a question of do we crack this LED? And uh, so we've played a land this turn, so that makes me much less inclined to crack the LED. And I kind of want to do this with the Badlands up. Ding. This is great. I mean, we kind of hope that they have nothing. So I'm going to cast this Ponder to see if it can draw something out from them. So they have something because they're thinking about this. So we're stone dead if they counter this. What do we want? I don't think it matters. I think this Ponder had to get countered. Ugh. Let's see. So can we beat Spell Pierce? Uh, so we have 2 mana up and two. Yeah. So we can beat Spell Pierce. So I'm just gonna take the Opal. Um, because it doesn't matter. Man, this is, even if we lose this game, this was a sweet turn. Oh, no, we don't even beat Spell Pierce. Gross. All right. What a turn. Ugh. All right. Out Chromox, out Rite of Flame, in Metal Bug. Whew. Oh man, that last Spell Pierce on that tutor would have been sick because we could have gotten Grid and then. Oh man, that would have been so good. Eh, we got close though. It was fun. Whew. That was a fun turn. What a turn. We actually even beat Spell Pierce there because we can just Grape Shot them. We got. Oh no, we can't Grape Shot them. What am I talking about? But yeah, we like didn't beat anything there. It's fine. That's a game that having Passion Flames in the sideboard might have won, but eh. Hand's great. We're keeping Brainstorm OP. Alright, second Opal's not the best, but it's gonna be annoying if this Brainstorm gets countered, but we kind of just need to cast it and like start getting things rolling. I'm not gonna complain too much about this. I don't think we just go for it. Like they're so likely to have a force because they had main deck force negations. So we're just Brainstorm again next turn. It's fine. Also, there's no pressure, so I think I'm actually just gonna pass here. Like, I don't care if they like cantrip on our end stuff. That's fine. Like their hand is probably like stock full of counter spells and maybe a Brainstorm. So, like if they tap out for a Stoneforge here, I'll be pretty happy, which it looks like is what's happening. Yeah, that's fine. So we have a Mox Opal on top of our deck. They have Batterskull. Alright, that's fine. We're not casting goblins this game anyway. And their hand has a lot of counterspells in it, probably. Thoughtseize is great. We're going to put back Opal Meyer. So I'm going to play stuff out. I don't want to get this Thoughtseize Spell Pierced, because I think we can beat Spell Pierced, because we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we have so much mana. Thoughtseize you. See, like 3 Force of Wills. We're going to Dark Ritual to pay for this, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, so still gives us 7. Okay. I'm going to lose to the third counterspell in their hand, but that's fine. Alright, so Torch Mystic. I don't think you can beat this many goblins. Here's where they untap and like Verdict or Engineered Explosives us, and we just cry. Well, that's fine. Hey! Game 3. Thanks for the Storm opponent. This is a hand of magic cards that I would like to keep. Keeping like Opal and another artifact is so good. I'm going to throw this into their Spell Pierce. Ooh, they came to Spell Pierce. And they are on a Molus 6. So, tutor. That's great. That's so good. Thoughtseize you. Take your Spell Snare. You have a Ponder and a Teferi. Alright, LED is good. I'd like to not lose. So I think that they have something else. It might be Pierce, it might be a Force of Will. But I'd like to not lose to a Pierce on this Brainstorm. So we're gonna play some stuff out. And they Teferi bounce it, whatever. Thanks for the storm. Well, this isn't the best. But we're gonna play this guy. And then also we don't need the mana anymore, so we're gonna Thoughtseize them. And if this gets Spell Pierce, that's fine. Like we have so much mana, it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Thought you had Spell Pierce. So if they play Teferi and bounce the bug, that's fine. I'm just gonna replay it and like force the pressure on it. Or just keep attacking them and make sure it can't hit 3 again. Alright, that's fine. So still one more bad card on top of our deck. We're gonna keep Teferi at a reasonable loyalty. So I can't bounce Hope again. Takes up to 2. They cast the Ponder that's been in their hand for a while. Alright, deck. Just give me a tutor. Or Ad Nauseam. Either one's great. Any card that does anything in our deck. There's 12 of you. Or no, there's 10 of you. So we have like a little bit better than a 1 in 5 shot. And any cantrip is a redraw. So we have like 17 good cards. Attack you. Now here's where we get Vendilion clicked out of the game. But what the heck? Why can't I cast this Dark Ritual? In response to this. Oh, Teferi's a magic card. It's fine. Oops. Oh well. It's fine. Not likely to matter. We still got a land drop too. Hey, we got there. All right, 2-0. Feeling good. Yeah, that was such an insane game one against that blue-white deck. What the heck? All right, we have lost our third die roll in a row. Man, what a hand. I'm gonna keep it, but I'm not thrilled about it. Like we have to like cast all these cantrips. Our opponent has gone to 6. Yeah, our opponent has played 6 Caracas. Oh, god. All right, brainstorm. All right, LED is exactly what I'm looking for here. It's just straight up more mana. All right, we're gonna get wasted. That's fine. This feels very Death and Taxes-y. I'll take all of these magic cards. Well, not the defense grid, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No Thalia, no Thalia, no Thalia. Ugh. All right, we can eventually beat this card. All right, we're gonna fetch away the bad card that's on top of our deck. Hey, there we go. Oh, it's humans. All right, that's annoying. Do need actually red mana. All right, that's fine. We're taking 7 here, which is a heck of a lot. I think the top card of our deck is another tutor. All right, so we have to make the awkward play of like ritual grape shot, which wow, I hate that. That doesn't even do anything, right? Because we ritual grape shot, we have uh 3, 4, 5, go down to 2. Ugh. We need like another turn. Or what if we go ritual LED grape shot? That's 3 up to 4. No, that doesn't work. I think we're dead. All right. Good games, friend. All right. Humans. Defense grid is bad. Chain of Vapor is good. Um, I don't think this card comes in. They don't typically play as many artifacts. So, unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, and in this matchup, that hand is such a bad keep because we have to cast so many cantrips to do anything, even though it panned out pretty quickly. Also, if we don't get wastelanded and we get to cast brainstorm there, we just win that game, I think. So I don't know. Our opponent apparently doesn't really know what's going on though, so they're taking a bit to sideboard. All right, yes, I would like to be on the play. No, I would not like to keep this hand. Yes, I would like to keep this hand. And, because London Mulligan is amazing. On the bottom. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have our ad nauseum. Now she, okay, so there's a 0. There's another 0. All right, yeah, we are so good. Yeah, we got there. All right, on the draw. On the draw, we're gonna bring in two. We could bring in two empty the warrens over two ponder. That is a reasonable thing we could do, just to have more things to do on turn one. What do you think, chat? Yeah, we're gonna bring in the extra empties. Like turn one barfing like 10 goblins is probably great. Our opponent has kept 7 cards. This hand's so awkward. I want to keep this hand, but I don't think we can. Like it's good, but if the Thoughtseize, if they have like 2 pieces of interaction, it's so bad. Um, but we do have our 7 mana for ad nauseum, and we're on the draw. Yeah, this is fine. We're gonna keep this actually. Um, that's fine. I don't care about either vial. All right, brainstorm's really good. Does complicate what to fetch. Because now I want to fetch Underground Sea. Yeah, that's fine. Even if we get Wastelanded, I'm okay with that. Um, okay, so they have a champion, they have a Wasteland. Alright, we're just going to take their Freebooter because that's the card that matters. And even then, this is not a great hand for them, I don't think. So they get to take that up. They get to play a champion and a hierarch. We get Wastelanded. That's fine. Here's a champion of the parish. Alright, so the awkward thing is that if we play this fetch line, we can't brainstorm a response to something, so we're going to play the Volcanic. That's fine, they get to play put in their Noble. Oh, another champion? Yikes. We're going to take a lot of damage this turn. Yep. Oh boy. Take 9 this turn? Jeez. All right, so we're gonna do the good old. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. We have so much mana. All right, brainstorm. Find me some good cards. Those are good cards. Goodbye Thoughtseize. Goodbye Bloodstained Mire. Yeah, we'll find a land off of Ad Nauseam. They have no cards. So we have exactly 7 mana. That's awkward. So we have to add Nas from 8. If we had 1 more mana, then man, I kind of wish I had done that on their end step, but whatever, it's fine. Yeah, they big. We're gonna do the good old add Nas from 8 with 3 empties in our deck. All right, there's a land. There's another land. All right, that's bad. That's good. I think that's almost every land in our deck. That's bad. That's good. That's bad. That's okay. And we're dead. Oh well, it's fine. If I brainstorm end of turn there, I think we get there, but I did not expect to die that quickly. That was a heck of a lot of damage. Wow. It's fine though. Yeah, and I couldn't have even put back the Chrome Mox instead of the land because the land would have been made mana, but then the Mox Opal wouldn't have made mana. So I think we're priced into. That's fair. I was thinking more of like in the Death and Taxes sense of. I guess that makes sense. I was thinking it in the sense of playing it kind of like the Death and Taxes matchup, or I just want to do something as fast as possible. Like I feel like 12 goblins on turn 1 is still good enough. Hey, we got our first die roll tonight. And our hand is really good. So we're going to keep this. This is like guaranteed turn 3. We're going to start with the Swamp Thoughtseize. We are playing against Delver of Secrets. Alright, so we're going to take the clock off and just take their Delver. I think we can beat Double Days over time. And if they want to daze my tutor next turn because we're going to tutor for lines out diamond, I'm okay with that. Ooh, they're playing Ponder. So they drew Ponder for turn. Interesting. What are you going to do with it, buddy? They have chosen not to shuffle. Alright, Opal's great. So I'm going to fetch Volcanic here. And let this tutor get dazed. Interesting. They just lose now, I think. I don't think they wanted to let that resolve. Wood Foothills. Fetch. So if they're playing Jarvis's list, then they have 2 to 3 spell snares. So I don't think I'm going to go for it if they leave stuff untapped. But if they tap out for like a Renin 6 here, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Hot. They're dead. We beat Double Days. That's so funny. 3, 4, 10. 10 minus 2. is 8 minus 5 is 3. Yeah, we just destroy double days. They might have found a force, but I think our best bet is just to go for it. Oh, that's so funny. Nice run to 6, dude. Yeah, you can get your Wooded Foothills back. You got 6 cards, 4. You got 2 dazes, a bolt, a brainstorm, a Wooded Foothills, and 1 unknown. So if that unknown is Force of Will, you got me. Yeah, I mean they have 1 unknown card at this point. Like, I mean if they have it, they have it. Like I don't think our it gets better from here. Like I definitely agree that like them playing Ren is just dumb. Yeah, that too. They might think that double days is enough, but also they knew that we had 2 LEDs. So I don't know. Apparently they had it all. They had the force negation. But yeah, like our draw step was another land. Like that's not getting better for us. If I had drawn a Thoughtseize, then I maybe cast the Thoughtseize. Um, because that still beats double days. So I thought people were done with playing force negation main deck. Like I thought that was a trend that ended like 2 months ago. That's the second deck tonight that's had it. I think because the blue white deck also had one. I guess maybe 5 forces is pretty good. Also, the only card we show them to show them that we were Tess is Mox Opal, which they might not get, and they might still think that we're Ant. So that's pretty good. Yes, I would love to play first. This is a hand of magic cards. We're on the play? Yeah, this is fine. It's not even that bad if we get Wastelanded because we have artifacts to play out. So they also begin the game with 7 cards in it. All right, nice mulligan to 6 opponent, and then your 7, or the rest of your cards probably aren't even that good. Oh wait, never mind. Uh, interesting, interesting. They didn't keep a blue source. Like this is odd. I don't even know what to take because like it feels like it almost doesn't matter. Like I'm probably still just gonna take force because Veil Summer doesn't matter that much. And if they draw a blue land, then they're not wastelanding us, and that's also okay. So I'm just gonna take force. And I don't think it's worth running everything out to take another thing. Yeah, but that was a very questionable keep from our opponent. Maybe they just think that Leyland of the Void's like insane against us, which it's not. So they didn't draw another land, so they're just gonna wasteland us. Which, yeah, There you go, opponent. So we have three initial mana in our hand. So yeah, that's bad. So I guess the question is uh, taking one of their pieces of interaction versus waiting to see if we draw MP the Warrens. I think it's worth getting our artifacts out under the Spell Pierce in the Daze, so I'm going to do that. And then cast the Thoughtseize again. And maybe take this Veil of Summer. Actually, no, the Veil of Summer doesn't matter. I'm going to take 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to take Daze because that's the only free counter in their hand. So if they hold up Spell Pierce, then that's like a mana we're dazing them every turn. Alright. Our opponent's got to find a land at some point. Alright, there's Wood Foothills. And so if they cast the Preordain here, that's super interesting. Although they cast Delver, that's fine. Hex Drinker. What a magic card. Alright, deck, just give me something good. Alright, so they have Spell Pierce and Veil up. That's fine. Drew another land for turn. Fetch, play Preordain. Really? They're just dead, right? Right? So we can add nods from 12 with several empties in our deck and a land drop. That's fine. Alright. Starting off good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're dead. Because we have not played a land this turn. What a weird game. Run it back. I don't think our opponent should have kept that hand at all. But that's fine. I should probably be updating the record section. I didn't even change it from last time. A hand of Magic the Gathering cards. So we can make potentially 6 goblins on turn 2. I'll keep this, and we're on the draw, so we're probably going to draw more spells. Like, this just seems really good to force through, like, a bunch of stuff. So they don't have Leyline this time. Delver, or Hexdrinker. Hexdrinker. Okay. Alright, Wish is not really what we wanted to draw. So if we draw, like, a Ritual next turn, that'd be sick. It does give us something else to pitch to Chromox instead of Empty the Warren, so we can empty for a second time later, which would be pretty sick. Ugh, Goyf. Deck, you're supposed to be giving me mana, not these cards. Alright, we're going to double empty this game. That's the plan. I don't think we're winning this game. Um, I don't think it's really getting better because of the clock presented. But the double empty plan is kind of where we're at. So off the top, I want to draw cantrips, especially Brainstorm. So if we brainstorm into like uh, Dark Ritual Lotus Petal, that'd be sick. All right, that's bad. But if they just burn all their counter magic on this, so they have a Trop in hand. All right, I like it. So they replay Trop. Attack with the Goyf, which we chump block. That's fine. Not really what we wanted either. So next turn, I'm probably going to wish for Echo, because I think that's the way we're winning this game at this point, because we're running out of life pretty quickly. So we're just going to block one of their idiots. And then next turn, and then hopefully we draw Black Source at some point, so that we can Thoughtseize ourselves. Or draw LED, and it just doesn't matter. Alright, so we're going to brainstorm here, hoping to find a Black Source. Oh, I just found all the cards. All right. So put back these guys. Play a land. Um, yeah, we're just gonna go for it this turn. I probably shouldn't have played the land there. That's fine, but whatever. All right, so we are going to pitch uh, brainstorm here. Oh, thanks, Total P Clever for the follow. Very much appreciated. All right, so we have 6 mana. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're gonna start with brainstorm. Doesn't quite get all the way there, unfortunately, but it probably puts too many goblins into play for them to deal with, so it's all good. Infernal Tutor, hold control, crack for red. And we're going to get Empty the Warrens. Play Empty the Warrens. You do not have enough blockers, sir. Pass the turn. And hope they don't have an answer. So we have 24 goblins. And? Eh? Eh? Opponent? We have so many friends. We have so many more friends than our opponent. They're thinking. They have 8 cards. Hey! We got there. Um, Update the record section. All right, last match. We are 3-1. We have had some crazy games tonight. With our only loss is to humans, which is a little bit unfortunate because that's like normally a pretty good matchup, but they double champion of parish into Thalia's lieutenant, which is a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage there. So, eh, it's fine. All right, last match of the night. We have lost our die roll. We are 4-1 in die rolls tonight, or we are 1-4 in die rolls tonight, and this is not a good hand. This hand just casts Thoughtseizes and then doesn't do anything. And our only piece of fast mana is this Moxhelp, which is so far away from turning on. Our opponent has also gone to 6. So this is a very, very similar hand, but this hand's a lot better. So we're going to ditch the defense grid because we have the Thoughtseize for protection, and these two serve a very similar purpose. So we're at 4 of 7 mana to cast Ad Nauseam right now, which is not a ton. So we're going to keep this and bottom this defense grid. Our opponent has kept 6 cards. All right. Okay, so this is Mono Red Phoenix. So this is going to be a Rite of Flame, or a Faithless Looting probably, unless they're going to go turn 1 Pyromancer. That'd be aggressive. Alright. So we can't do anything yet, but we are going to Thoughtseize them off of Underground Sea. Um, and take their Faithless Looting so they have less of a chance of finding something. So hopefully we can go off this turn. Any mana is great. Oh yeah. Yep, yep, yep. Give me Badlands. And our opponent has a Ray of Flame in their graveyard too? Eh? So Ray of Flame is a really wacky old Magic card where it's templated as such that it looks for Rite of Flames in each player's graveyard. So because they have Rite of Flames in their graveyard, ours get better. Magic's great. Like this is a Rite of Flame at X at 4. All right. We're gonna stop there because our opponent's very dead. All right, got there. So this is a weird. I don't know what to sideboard. I think I'm just gonna bring in bounce spells, but that's like bad. I don't really want to bring in the duress because it's like, yeah, we're gonna do this. So I don't have a great reasoning for this, but defense grid is not good in the matchup. Chain of Vapor is another storm engine, and duress can probably take something that's relevant. So, but we're relying on our 58 other cards to win us the game. To be honest, that yeah, none of our cards really matter, or none of our sideboard cards really matter. It's just like 1% upgrades. So opponent knows what we're doing. They should have a plan for this. But Red and Flame like feeding off of each other is pretty sick. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. This is turn 1 Echo. Like if we get discarded, that's bad. But also, I don't really want to turn 1 Echo. Um, all right, Faithless Looting. Oh, Red of Flame. Okay. If this turn 1 Pyromancer pass, now I'm much more inclined to Echo, even though they're down a bunch of cards on us, because we get to do it with 1 floating. Yeah, turn 1 Echo never feels great, so they do get a Phoenix here, and they have so many lootings. Man. Yeah. Um, of course, so we're sitting at oh, and they just got another Rite of Flame. So if we draw a Petal, what are the last 2 cards? Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual. Thanks for the follow, 6'7". All right, so we're gonna get hit for 3 here. So their hand, yeah. Um, so their hand is Thoughtseize, Dark Ritual, Taiga, and they have an Arclight Phoenix in play. So they can cast another looting next turn if they want to. Um, and drawing the Brainstorm actually changes the equation a bunch. So right now we have uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana, but we don't have a second black source, and we are going to get Thoughtseize next turn. So I'm going to play Volcanic, LED, and then pass, and then Brainstorm in response to their Thoughtseize. We'll take another 3 and go to 14, but Ad Nauseam for 14 is fine. Which is probably better than the turn 1 Echo line. So they play their Taiga, Dark Ritual, Flashback Looting. They play a Land Grant. Get another Taiga. Flashback Looting. Discarding Leyline of the Void and Taiga. Now they cast Thoughtseize. Here comes Brainstorm. We're gonna show them the Burning Wish so they can discard it. So they have 1 card, and if we get Surgical, that's fine. My favorite Goblin token is one that Cardamunde sold. But before that, I really like the Dual Decks Elves versus Goblins one, which is one that they use on Moto. In paper, I've used the Return to Ravnica one before, which is kind of fun. Um, all right, man, the Red Flame Mirror is so funny. Can we Natural Storm them here? This is 5, and then we'd need 4 rituals. Um, oh, that's smart. Uh, so we have 11, 14 mana. So we can cast 5 rituals. So we could Tutor Chain here. But that just loses to Surgical. I'm just gonna get ahead. No, I'm lazy. Um, so I'm gonna crack this for. Nah, we're not gonna crack it. See, it's fine. What gut shot? They have a Young Pyromancer in their hand. Yeah, got there. All right. Yeah, that's a 4-1. I'll take that. That's pretty good. Yeah, I could have grape shot there for show. Didn't really think about it. Oh man, the Red Flame Mirror is so dumb because Red Flame just makes so much money or makes so much mana. Like your opponent casting one just turns all of yours into base Dark Ritual. Like that's just so silly. Um, and we use the mana a lot better than they do. Crash has been great. So Crash, like the problem with cards like Echoing Truth and Chain of Vapor is that they actually cost mana. Um, and that costing mana is bad because we're so worried about how much mana we have total. Being able to like destroy Chalice for free is so good. Uh, and then because we're playing Crash, we're also playing the Chain of Vapor, and Chain of Vapor's been great so far for me. I haven't missed Echoing Truth at all. So, like thinking about it, like if you have like compare the two hands of like going off turn one with a Echoing Truth versus a Crash. Like Crash pretty much lets you go there all the time on turn one, whereas Echoing Truth means you have to wait 2 or 3 turns, and they gives them more time to find more lock pieces. Yeah, I'm a little bit worried about that. I think for the week after Deafening Silence comes out, it's going to see a lot of play, and then people are going to realize that it's just about as good as Aethersworn Cannon is, and that it's not actually that good in that many matchups. So it's going to go back to seeing like maybe 1 to 2 copies, and then the guy who like never wants to lose to Storm. So um, I don't think it's going to have that much impact overall. Hey, Romario Vidal. Yeah. There's been some great lines with Chain where people have like bounced our Chrome Mox when it thinks it matters. Um, because or like we end up bounce their thing and they bounce our Chrome Mox to give us the color we need. So yeah, and also just like naturally storm people with Chain because like Chain is like a uh legitimate storm engine. It's great. Yeah, I think that's gonna be about it for me tonight, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. I'm gonna try and stream more regularly. Probably do like a once a week type of thing. Maybe eventually build up to twice a week. I had a lot of fun. It was great for a 4-0. Thanks for Mario Viral for the final follow of the night. Um, yeah, hopefully see you guys next week. Yeah, definitely. Like, um, thanks for the follow, Demonic Sailor. I've definitely done that uh, bounce for recast for free. Also, if you want a lot more content about the Epic Storm, head over to the epicstorm.com, uh, where you can find so much great strategy and merchandise. So we've started selling card singles for the Epic Storm, silly playmats, shirts, stuff like that. Final follow the Night Demonic Sailor. Hopefully to many more in the future. All right. Have a good night, everybody.